Thursday evening. Welcome to Divine Insights. In this Facebook Live, we will be doing some intuitive card readings, and we'll be talking about intuition and metaphysics and spirituality and a whole bunch of other things. My name is Dr. Debbie Roche. I am a chiropractor that loves natural healing and metaphysics and intuitive connection. And so, one of my favorite things is to do readings for people. And so, um, sorry about that. Tonight, oh goodness, I think I forgot to grab my cards. So, 1 second. As hello. I forgot to grab my stack of cards in my bedroom, so I'm going to go quickly do that. So hold on 1 second. I'll be back within 30 seconds. And so let me let me shift 1 second. All right. Hello, everybody. It has been a busy day today, and so I have been doing a lot of things, and so my mind has been in several places. So I don't have my phone nearby. So whoever said hi, Dr. Debbie, thank you for being here, but I don't know. Hello, Ryan. Who is this? Can you let me know? Where? Hello. I can't see. Actually, I'm going to grab my phone real quick and see if I can. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm a little disorganized. I've been organizing my whole house, so everything is in a little bit of disarray. But is this Laura? Which Laura is it? And so let's see. 1 second. I'll be right back so I can grab my phone and be able to dialogue better with you guys. So I apologize for the inconvenience. I'll be back probably within 45 seconds. Excuse me. All right. So the cuteness of my cat distracted me. So let me get on the page from my phone so I can see the names better. Hello, Melissa. Nice to have you with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us today. And so nice to have everybody. Hello. Hi, Laura. Nice to have you here. And let's see. Hi, Dee. Good to see you. All right. So now we're a little more organized than when I started. So it's been a good day, very, very productive day. And so I'm a little bit scatterbrained with all of my many things in alignment, but lots of good clearing and alignment today. And so I have a personal goal of increasing my vibrational frequency by 30% this year. And so a lot of stuff has happened. And so it's a big healing year for me, a few grief things. And so I'm really committed to this vibrational concept of increasing my own vibration. And in doing so, you can actually intuitively connect even more crystal clear. And so that's been super helpful. But anyway, welcome. I'm so glad to see everybody tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, I'm trying to see how. Awesome. All right. So I have lots of different cards tonight. And so how this works is whoever would like a reading, just let me know and you'll be the first one. And so I love intuition. It has been such a tremendous gift to me, my heart, my life, everything. And so I couldn't imagine my life without my spirit guides and angels helping me along the way. And so, all right, Ryan. All right. So we have a few decks here. So we have a life purpose deck. My dryer is very loud. Let me go correct that. My apologies. It's been one of those evenings. So let me see. All right. So, all right, let's see. Okay, my apologies. So Ryan is the first one. So we have different ones, Ryan. We have Life Purpose deck. We have Eternal Crystal deck. This is a new deck, actually. We have Shamanic Medicine. We have Moonology. We have Sacred Earth Oracle, Archangel. Which one would you like, Ryan? Any message? All right. About your spiritual development. Okay, I'm going to pull this one. This is it says Angels and Ancestors. Dee got me this deck, actually. Thank you, Dee, for the deck. I use it all the time. So I felt guided, Ryan, for this one in terms of your spiritual development. Our spiritual walk is often filled with a lot of like life events and then decisions around how we are going to kind of just evolve ourselves. Like there's always the choice to either hide and take the easy way out, which of course doesn't really make us grow. And then, or we can really like face our stuff or choose the decision we feel is right for our hearts, which might not always be the easiest one. And so the spiritual walk for me has really made me reach for a lot of different tools. Hi, Michael. Nice to have you here. You're number 3, so you're third in alignment. Next is Laura after Ryan. So here's the front of the cards, Ryan. And I like this deck. It has an earthy feel. It has a Native American type feel to it too. So how my gift works is that I see numbers on my psychic movie screen, my kind of like a little movie screen in the front part of my brain. And so let's see, 1, and I see numbers. And so you got a 1, a 3, a 7. So 6, 7, and then a 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this event is put on by the Unity of Gulfport. So for anybody that feels guided to make a donation, you can do so in the information above the video or at unityofgulfport.org/give. All right. So Ryan, this is about your spiritual development and any messages from your highest self. Thank you for being here today. Okay, so when it comes to my technique around the cards, there is a power card and then there are supporting cards. And so the first card for you, Ryan, is Trust in the Unknown. And so it says Sky Father. And so I know for me, when I am in stress or walking through some life stuff, I don't like my go-to is to not trust. I always try to go into over control mode and try to control the factors. And so the first message within your reading tonight, Ryan, is that they're wanting you to trust. Like when worry comes into your brain, they're wanting to be like, nope, the universe has it, or whatever you call God and the universe or the divine energy in your life. But like the first word here is trust. And that can be hard when our brains are busy and want to worry about things. And they're like, nope, hand it over, whatever it is in your mind that you're most concerned about or you're most worried about. And so that's a good one to start off with, right? So this foundation of trust, which for all of us, what a great concept and a great reminder is that the universe, no matter how bad it gets, the universe has our back. And sometimes it's those things that are just real tough that are actually refining our spiritual tools and our emotional tools and making us stronger and tougher for the next phase of our life that could be fabulous. And so the next card is called Shapeshifter, but then it says transform and unveil your gifts, Ryan. And so it usually is not during the time periods in our life when everything is easy that we grow. And so if you're walking through some difficult things, or whatever whatever you're walking through right now that might not be ideal for you, Ryan, it is really going to be some of the things that toughen you up and kind of help you step into your alignment so you can not only refine the gifts that you have, but to discover new ones. I feel that you're in this period of life where you are still refining the self and figuring out what the next step is. And we all go through that. I was super in that phase, in the last 8 years. I'm starting to figure it out on higher and higher levels, thank goodness. But I've been there, boy. And it can be a lot of wandering in the dark sometimes. And they're just wanting you to just know that they are guiding you to look for the signs. So there are spiritual signs around you. Look for pennies, look for feathers. It could be, numbers on your phone, whatever it is that you feel guided to or you think is a sign is a sign. And it's just they're saying that they're trying to help lead you, but you might not be noticing what they're doing as signs. And so just be extra aware of that. Also, I feel that you have a very strong connection to your intuition and the divine through the tool of meditation. And so you might want to use that more, even if it's just 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, but really starting to utilize that more. I'm starting to do it a little bit more than I used to. But you have an exceptional gift of being able to connect to your guides through that tool. And I didn't, that's the first time I've ever told anybody that. So you have an exceptional gift in that realm, almost like the consciousness realm to the connection to your guides. Your next card, it says, stay rooted and grounded. And so the name of this card is Earth Guardian. And so the message around this, Ryan, is that sometimes our greatest tool when we're walking through stuff is to find out the things that help keep us grounded when nothing around us is grounded. And so for me, I do a lot of walking. I've always felt a very strong connection to the divine through the physical body. So a lot of it's one of the reasons why I studied medicine, and just because I love the human body so much, but it always makes me feel closer to the divine, and then it makes me feel more grounded. Like I feel somehow stepping into my physical body helps me do that, but everybody is different. And so whatever you feel brings you the strongest connection to source and your inner self. Do that more and more. Like I've learned in my older years that when I make sure that I incorporate certain spiritual activities, and one of them is exercising for an hour. It's usually gentle exercise of some kind, but that 1 hour mark really does really good for my consciousness. But whatever that is for you, for me, it's getting into the water at the beach. It is journaling. It's doing my cards at night. So there are certain things that help me, and also if I'm eating right, because my body is so sensitive to foods in general. But there are specific things that you can be doing that can ground you into the physical plane more. And so just be extra aware of whatever you're doing, how you feel, because I feel they're wanting you to ground more, because I feel there's like things that are like moving, meaning they're not grounded in your space or in your world right now. And the more grounded you are, not only will you feel better, you'll feel more like content and happy within yourself, but you'll feel less scattered, and also you'll be able to make better decisions. And so you asked about your spiritual walk. And I feel like you have an exceptional gift in this lifetime with spirituality, and that ultimately you'll be a spiritual teacher of some kind, whether it be giving workshops or classes or teaching young ones. But that it says Medicine Mother is your last card. This is also your power card, Ryan. And it says honor your inner knowing. And so what that basically means is that your wisdom is already inside of you. It's just a matter of you stepping beyond your mind. I feel you have a very strong mind, and that it distracts you away from this divine spiritual knowing. And so I feel that you have, but I feel like I'm hearing the words audibly, keep seeking. So if you haven't quite found your spiritual niche yet, hi, Jenny, welcome. If you haven't quite found your spiritual niche yet, keep searching, because every spirituality, every church, every spiritual practice is going to be slightly different. And so if something doesn't quite fit you, or that maybe you need to change a nuance of it to make it yours, whatever it might be, keep looking for that thing, because it's taken me quite a little while, to refine, to figure out what was my exact spiritual vibration that fulfilled my heart and spirit the most. And I'm still, even now, I'm always tweaking it and connecting more in different ways. I've been more into shamanistic and earth-based spirituality lately, and also more meditation and connecting more like to my higher self and my guides, but also within my body, like that almost like that chakra energetic grounding. But there are many different tools that you can use, and they're just saying, like, if you haven't quite figured it out, it's awesome that you're talking about your spiritual walk and your spiritual path, because a lot of people don't. They just kind of go along, and then they live life and do Netflix and get distracted in 100 different ways, and then they're gone, or life ends, and then they've wasted a lot of hours. But and often it is usually an evolved soul that is thinking about stuff like spiritual path. Like that's not, so know that it might be one of those end lifetimes for you if you're thinking on those levels. Like usually it's our last lifetime when we are so focused on spirituality and spiritual path. I think this is my last lifetime here, but yeah, there's many different ways of tweaking our own individual expression of the divine through us, and that it takes sometimes a little bit of time to figure out what is the exact fit. So I hope that's helpful, Ryan. I'm glad that you're doing grounding exercises. There's so many different ways of doing that. And if you're local, I don't know if you're local, Unity of Gulfport is a great community. And if you're not on our mailing list, feel free to drop your email and make sure that you're on my mailing list in the churches. And so let's see who is next. So anyway, nice to meet you, Ryan. Welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. I believe Laura was next. Laura, are you still here? Is Laura here? Oh, you're welcome, Ryan. Thanks for being here. I hope that was helpful. And I totally missed you saying from the life purpose deck. I'm going to pull one for you because I totally missed it. I hear 16. 1 second. Ryan. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Ryan, here's the card for the life purpose deck. Counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. And so I get the message for this card, Ryan. This is your last card. This was a surprise card. It also goes two ways. I feel you'd be an excellent counselor in the future, but I also feel that you would benefit from a coach, a mentor, or a counselor. I'm a big believer in counseling. I've been doing counseling my whole life. I think it's one of the ways we most empower ourselves because we can hear our own wisdom as we're talking. And so, yeah, I'm such a big believer in hunting down people that are wiser and older, or not even older, but more evolved in some niche area than we are, and seeking out their wisdom. I'm such a big believer in it. I would certainly not be who I am today had I not been for my awesome counselors, coaches, and mentors. And so I feel you'd benefit in many ways. And I feel there are several different areas that you can find mentors in, or coaches or counselors in. And so that it would greatly benefit, because I feel like you have a very strong mind that just needs a little bit more precision on some things. And then you'll the success will come faster and easier, if that makes sense. So, okay, let's see. Thank you for being here, Ryan. I think Laura's next. Laura, you here? Yay, Laura. Okay. So, hi, Robbie. Welcome. Oh, I'm so sorry that for the loss of your husband. I just lost my father, and then my ex in the same week, and so I'm so sorry. I understand it's such a hard walk, but we will definitely connect if you'd like some readings. All right, Laura. So what deck would you like? Or I can pick one for you. So we have Moonology, Shamanic Medicine. We have the Psychic Tarot. That's a new deck that I just recently bought. Journey of Love, Archangel Oracle, and Sacred Earth. Any deck. Okay. 1 second. Let me put. I always scramble my cards when I'm talking because I'm so right-brained, and that's what I normally do. All right. Let's put this away so that I can. All right. Actually, I think it's this crystal deck over here that I just. Hold on. All right. I think it's this deck, Laura. All right, so these are these are like purpose. I always put them in the wrong things. Okay. All righty. It's been a good day. I've been like organizing like a fiend, which I like. Organizing is my least favorite thing to do, but I've been doing a good job. I give myself an A+ because I'm clearing, because I want to vibrate higher and be able to create more with some of my like things I learn about, which I love to do is create stuff. Like all different kinds of stuff. Okay. And I also think it's these two. So I'm going to be pulling from these two, Laura. We're going to do this one first. I don't use this. I just bought this deck. I don't know this deck well. But I like the feel of it because it gives like the I love the backs of it. but also like I love the way it shows the rock and then it gives a close up of the rock and then it gives like the chakra. Okay, and then these are really, I like the feel of these cards. I don't use them often. Okay. All right, Laura. So I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 13, 18. Then I'm hearing 2 cards from this deck. I was out walking at like 7:30 a.m. I was so proud of myself because when I get up at 6 a.m. or really early, and then I organize for an hour, and then I walk for an hour, everything, my day just is so much more productive and focused. And so I've had a really good productive day. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. All right, Laura, we are set now. Okay. First one. Yeah, it's not easy being a morning person if you're yes, Melissa. Yeah, I'm trying to shift my life to being a morning person, and I'm usually not. And so that's why I don't do anything for an hour except like house stuff and organizing for an hour. That's when my brain wakes up, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I can do something else. Okay. So the first one, Laura, it says, I'm not real good with the names of rocks. I'm really good with, I can feel the rock and use them metaphysically for metaphysical healing stuff. But I don't know all the names. But this says Zinsight, and it says root chakra and physical body. So the physical body is all about physical grounding and feeling safe, right? So I would get into your body more, the way you feel guided. I know for me, I do yoga, I walk. I'm older now, so I used to run and train and all that, but I'm a little older now. But anything you can do to support your root chakra, I feel would be really helpful. And then this is another card that's reinforcing the heart. So the heart and the third eye. So I usually get the clear quartz crystal, and I put them on my heart a lot and my third eye often, because I collect debris here, and this impacts your intuition. And so this is all about honesty, but what I'm hearing about the honesty piece is this Seraphinite. The honesty piece is all about self-honesty. There is no worse lies that we could ever tell than the lies we tell ourselves. And so the message around that is to just get real clear. I feel it has something to do with some type of relationship or something dynamic within a relationship. But don't lie to yourself. And just be real honest with yourself, even if it hurts. Because I know for me, I have spent years in bad relationships because I didn't want to be honest with myself. And so sometimes it's just so much easier to face the facts of things because we only get one life, and we only, like the more and more that I see older people, and then when I saw my dad on his deathbed, and then when he passed, like, it just makes you realize we only have a certain amount of time here, and that it's so essential sometimes to just be honest with ourselves so we don't waste time, because time is so precious. So it's all around the heart and third chakra, and that was self-honesty. This is called labradorite. I have a piece of this actually in my little metaphysical chest. Psychic ability. I have third eye chakra. I feel you have the gift, but they're wanting you to use it more. I feel that journaling would be really helpful to you to develop your psychic ability more. And so you may want to practice that. And that's where I first realized that I had that intuitive gift, is that through my writing. And so you may want to connect to your intuitive ability through that way, or also if you believe you're hearing messages, you are. That's what they're wanting me to tell you. If you think you're hearing stuff, then definitely do that. Hematite, root chakra, again, mental strength. I feel you have a very strong mind. Don't forget how smart you are, but most importantly, how wise you are. So wisdom is a kind of a combination between our experience, our intuition, and our minds, like our awareness. So don't forget how wise you really are. Oh, so mental conflict. So it's emphasizing there's something going on in your mind. So when it comes to the mind, people that are really smart sometimes have a really hard time stepping beyond their own mind. I'm one of those people. My mind has run my whole life up until, my 30s, my mid 30s. And so know that clearing your mind, getting outside of your mind can be helpful for you to hear your intuitive guidance. So intuitive journaling would help, meditation would help, even sometimes music will help to distract your mind so that you can hear and connect. So this is just this disconnect and boredom. And so just be if you're feeling a little restless in your mind, kind of be in front of it, like be proactive. Like sometimes, when I'm feeling a little bit like that, it's good to just like make a coffee date with a friend, or to like get out of the house more, or to go to the beach. Like I've been getting myself to the beach lately because I've been feeling a little bit like this. But like even create like self dates with yourself. Go to the mall, go shopping, whatever it is. But like stay in front of it, because I feel this time period might feel a little mentally like more restless than others, if that makes sense. So I hope that's helpful, Laura. Welcome. Yeah, struggling with decisions can be difficult, but um, they're wanting you to connect to your intuition more, because I feel like if I'm struggling with decisions, oh, good. Okay. So got it to do readings again. Awesome. Totally do it. Even if it's just for donation or just for friends. That's how I started off years ago. I would just, I would do readings I would do them on myself all the time. I would use decks, almost every day. But then I started doing readings for friends, and I saw how much they helped to the people. And then I started doing it for donation, and then I started to charge professionally. And so let's see. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. And struggling with making decisions. If I am struggling with a decision, it means that that I'm allowing my brain to control the show rather than, awesome. That's wonderful. If I'm struggling with decisions, I'll comment on your comment in a second. That means that I'm allowing my mind to control my reality rather than taking action on the intuitive information I receive. And so, oftentimes, if I'm stuck in my brain as well, it means my body is in this overstressed mode. And so that often can scramble my intuitive connection too, because the brain actually signals different in the blocks of messages I found. And so, yeah, so that's awesome that you're channeling a book. That's awesome. I am very slow on my book. I think I'm at 35,000 words or something, but I am too. I'm working on a book too. I have to remind myself that you're right. It is a form of channeling. And that's what I should focus on, rather than trying to think that it's just my mind, because it's never just our mind. We're always interacting with the divine in many different ways. And so, but yeah, that's a really great way of putting it, channeling a book. And so it can be a very slow process, or it can be a very speedy one, depending on what phase you're in. But yeah, I battle with my brain all the time when I'm writing my book. And so my last book was the same. I wrote a book called The Joy Matrix, and it's on Amazon, or if you're interested in an autographed copy, you can get it at vibrantyoulife.com. But yeah, like that book, I struggled. That book was all intuitively derived, because I was so frustrated with it that I would be like, all right, either I'm throwing it away, or I'm going to ask that my guides what to do next. And so, thank you so much. But my next one is really one of the hardest books that I'm, when I complete my book, it will be one of the biggest achievements of my life, because I'm really putting some really big stuff in there in terms of being 100% authentic and real and raw. And it will be one of my lifetime achievements, just from a heart authenticity place. And so, so yes, congratulations on you work about ready to do your book too. When you write a book, it really transforms you. It really is a dialogue between you and the divine. And some days that it goes well, and some days it doesn't. Some days it's like a battle between your brain taking over and your intuition, your connection to the divine in the writing. So it can be real frustrating if you're not in that like spiritual, energetic mindset. And so, oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And I'm glad you're doing some good stuff. Okay, who's next? I think it was, let's see, was it, who's still here? I know some people have dropped off. Michael, are you still here? Definitely get a lot of information. Yes, you do. Totally. It yeah, when we write books. Oh, hi Michael. Great. Okay. Do you know what deck you would like? Yes, when we're writing books, oftentimes my intuition will lead me to information I need to do research on to pull the book together. So absolutely, yeah, it really transforms you. It's like a chapter of your soul when you write a book. And so I have been wrestling with mine quite a bit lately. Okay, so do you have a deck, Michael, that you saw me use yet, or would you like me to pick a deck for you? And so let's see the psychic one. Okay. All right. I love the feel of these decks or these cards. They're the purple cards. Let's see. If anybody would like to be on my mailing list for online events or classes and workshops, or the church's Unity of Gulfport, please leave your email and I'll make sure that you get on both of our lists. Because we always try to do a lot of donation-based events and community events that are going on to connect. All right, Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 16. Yeah, a lot of cards. 5-card pull. All right. So let me get some water real quick. I just have my water. The first card for you, Michael, is patience and planning. So what that basically is that they're wanting you to not get impatient with where you're at. If you're not at the place where you're most wanting to be, they're saying that there's a lot of really good learning, though, that could be going on and evolving and growing for you during this time. And I know for me, when I'm not in the place where I'm at, I tend to get real frustrated and I overthink things and get in my head too much. But if you look at the card, like on that one side, it shows like sparkles out in the night sky. Like, even though you might not see it, there's a lot of magic around you. And so the more that you step into your awareness, I feel that you'll be able to utilize this time. Because think about it, prosperity is not just about money. It's about relationships and health and our connection to the divine and our connection to others and also our connection to our career and then an actual money. So they're wanting you to kind of broaden your understanding. Thank you, Robbie. Your understanding of prosperity, so that let's say one of those pieces isn't quite there yet, whether it be the money or another area, work on the other areas of your prosperity, because then ultimately they'll carry you upward into the direction that's kind of stalling. They're wanting you to make sure that you don't waste the moment right now, because I feel it's like rich with opportunity, but maybe not in the way that you're thinking about it. That's the first message around it. So just be patient and then plan strategically. And I'm trying to get better at planning. I'm not so much of a planner. I'm a little bit abstract. I'm a right brain person. So I'm trying to get a little bit more left brained in my approach to launching my projects and planning and the timing of things, which I'm not so good at. But they're wanting you to plan, like what's your 12-month goal? They're saying 5-year goal, 1-year goal, 8-month goal, and then 4-month goal and 1-month goal. So let's do it in reverse. So 1-month goal and 1 week. So what's your 1-week goal, 1-month goal, 4-month, 8 months, a year, and then 5-year. They're wanting you to think on those lines and then create some type of plan for it. The next time is fertility. And so what this basically means, this is about it's like a really creative time for you, like energetically in the universe. And so this is what fertility and being fertile isn't about for you, isn't about childbirth or creating a kid. This is a rich time period of creative expression. And so if you don't know what you're supposed to create or what you're supposed to guide it to, go walk around in a bookstore and see what books you're guided to or drawn to, or get on YouTube and look around, or what brings your heart the most joy. And so lately it's been a lot of music lately. And so I've been playing my guitar a lot and And so allow whatever it is to draw you in, and then to create with it. Like, how can you make this better? How can you, incorporate it into your life more? Because I think it is a period of passion, like, but not for someone. This is about passion for life and yourself within that life. So I feel in this process you're going to find some things you really love. I know during my first heartbreak, um, that's when I discovered guitar, and that's when I learned how to play guitar, which guitar is one of my favorite things to do. I love to play and sing. I love to just flow the divine through my consciousness outward. I was doing, I'm still doing it. I just got delayed. 111 day creative flow challenge. And so I was recording myself on video playing and singing because I'm a little bit nervous on video. And so I'm trying to overcome that. So anyway, I got up to like 9. And so I'm still, I'm tweaking the next few songs for the next round of a couple. But yeah, they're on YouTube, under my YouTube channel, Dr. Debbie Roche GC, the songs I've sung already. But find something that you could like love, your soul would love like that. And so I think that during this time period, I don't know, do you draw or do you sketch? Something around color or form you're showing me would be really great for your mind. Next thing, the next card here is power. I feel like you have more power than you believe you do. And a way that you can access it is, you're showing me like grounding your like, they're showing me like a meditation where you're thinking about light or energy flowing through all your chakras into the ground. They're also showing me certain types of yoga postures that are balancing. Those are two, ways that you can ground yourself and feel the power. I feel the earth has a lot of power that you can draw from personally. I'm learning more and more about drawing energy from the earth, because I don't often do that. I tend to be too expansive and up rather than in the earth. And I feel like the more that you're on the earth, laying on the grass, laying on the beach, doing like yoga on the ground, the more that you do that, you can feel more powerful within. I feel that some of your chakras are off, and that's one of the reasons why you're feeling a little ungrounded. And so your power card, Michael, is the third eye chakra. Third eye, It's all about our intuitive connection. So they're wanting you to clear debris. Actually, I feel you have some coagulation energetically around your third eye. How I get clear quartz. You can buy clear quartz anywhere. It's not that expensive. And I actually will lay the clear quartz on my third eye so it pulls the energetic debris out. And then I put the salt water to remove the energy. And so that's been really helpful. And so they're wanting you to really focus on third eye chakra work. So look it up on YouTube. And but it's a clear quartz technique I use the most. I'm trying to get better at chakra and aura cleansing and balancing, because I'm impacted so strongly by it. And so, I hope that's helpful, Michael. Welcome. If you're not on our mailing list, please consider leaving your email so we can keep in touch. And I'm going to be doing all kinds of different types of events, probably within the next year or two. But anyway, welcome, and I hope that's helpful for you. So who is next? Who's here? Dee, are you still here? Who would like a reading? Who's up next on my list? Robbie, did you get? Would you like a reading? Who would like my next reading? For anybody got it to make a donation, this event is put on by the Unity of Gulfport. All donations go to the church, and you can make a donation at unityofgulfport.org/give, or at PayPal, which is unityofgulfport@gmail.com, if you feel guided. Okay, so who said yes? Is it Robbie? Okay, great. Okay, Robbie, I'm going to do you, because I know that you had a great loss, and I really want to make sure that we connected. And so, do you have any specific questions going in? That's why usually I don't ask that at this event. Are you local? Are you in town? The expo, I feel like I'm supposed to meet you in person. So the expo, I need to sign. Oh, hi, Dee. Okay. D, you're next. Yay, I'm so glad, Michael. Yay, I'm so glad. Well, blessings to you. I hope that was helpful. And blessings, blessings. Thank you so much. You're local. Okay, great. So I feel like I will be at the expo, the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo. And so come find me. I feel like I'm supposed to meet you and just to connect you energetically in person. And so I don't know, it's August 6th at the Gulfport Casino. That's the number one thing. And number two, Unity of Gulfport at 10:30 a.m. has a really nice spiritual service at the Gulfport Casino. And number three, I do a spiritual exercise class on Tuesday mornings. It's really early though. It's 7 a.m. on Gulfport Beach. And so I just feel like I'm supposed to meet you. I don't know why that's what I'm hearing intuitively. But do you have any questions going in? That's I usually don't start the readings that way, but they're telling me that I'm supposed to ask you that, Robbie. So is there anything that you have that you would like to direct the reading? Is there anything you would like, and what is there a deck that you're drawn to, or do you want me to ask? Is there anything that okay? So I am so sorry. It's a hard time. I totally understand. How recent was it? How recent was the loss? That doesn't matter. Grief doesn't have a timeline. So I'm really sorry that it is such a hard time. I can totally relate. I just recently lost my father, and so okay, and my girlfriend within the same week. So I had two significant losses. So I lost my father in December, and so yes, I totally understand. And because it's your partner, that's your closest person, or they're most of the time, and so it is. Walking with grief is a day by day, moment by moment experience. It's going to be different for everyone. And so for me, I have this huge heart that's like ooey gooey. So I always like end up my heart just naturally loves harder than others. And so when I experience loss, especially the loss that I can't reverse, it takes me almost double the amount of time that other people. I'm so glad that you had that type of love where he put you first. Like, what a tremendous gift in this lifetime to have experienced, that type of love. I'm hearing intuitively, I feel it's your partner coming in, and they're saying like that he's wanting to make sure that that he wants you to love again when it's time. Like he truly, like he does it, even though we all know grieving's important, and we all know that our heart, we need to, I'm creating this whole year, even 2 years of almost clearing my life and really allowing the process of grief and to honor that process within my own life. So, but I'm hearing like audibly from the partner that's passed, he's wanting you to make sure that you don't get stuck in it, because he knows how much you loved him, and that to be very, very careful to not let the grief almost cripple you into not loving. Because like what I'm hearing audibly is that like he's wanting to convey to you that he wants you to have somebody to love. So when you are ready, when it is possible, it's not possible right now. I know that it is a process, that it's imperative that you get yourself out there again. And so I am stuck in his last 24 hours. There's nothing I'm hearing. There's nothing you could have done to have changed anything. So can you give me more clarity on that? They're wanting me to ask more details on that. And so I'm stuck in his last 24 hours. Can you clarify? Can you give me more details on that? Anything else that you'd like to, what angle? Because they're not showing me, when I ask about it, they're not showing me details about that specific statement. And so anything you'd like to share on that 24-hour comment? So I'm hearing your spirit guides are wanting you to take more action around the healing. Because I feel, because I've been there too, certain days. Like there are days that all I can do is lay in bed for a while. I've been pretty good about keeping in front of it though, in front of the grief. And your spirit guides are warning you that I feel like it will suck you down longer, deeper, and harder if you don't take more action to keep in front of the grief a little bit. And so it can yeah, it is hard. It's gonna take time. I feel you have a heart very similar to me. And yeah, memories are going to be hard for a little while. And so it is going to be a walk. You know, when we love, this is the grief is the end, the last chapter of that love. And it's just it can be real difficult. And so what I'm hearing about it is that they're wanting you to pull in, like, call in your spirit guides, call in your angels to be with you, to hold you during this time, to put your even your own hands on your own heart, and just be extra gentle with yourself. I'm hearing grief counseling. So I've heard that hospice offers grief counseling. I thought about doing it myself. I'm a big believer in counseling of all kinds and coaching and a lot of other things, and mentors. But I know for me, I'm a big believer in 12-step recovery. I belong to a few programs that for 20 years now. And so I know for me, when I'm struggling with grief, I just go to one of those meetings and I just talk it out for a couple minutes. And so just being around people talking about how I'm feeling, those groups are amazing because it gives you space to feel however you're feeling. And so I totally recommend getting people and support around you during this time, because I feel that if you don't, it'll take you almost twice as long. And I know. And so it has been quite the grief journey for me, and I understand how difficult that it can be. And they're just wanting to remind you that even if it's the little things like making your bed or doing the dishes or a load of laundry or whatever it might be, like those little things. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to meet you, Robbie. Thank you so much. Those are the things that it helps me when I'm in one of those days. I know I feel that your experience is a little even worse than mine. It's those small actions, self-care actions that I can do consistently that helps me the most. It helps like me gain momentum in my day. And it's that momentum that will then carry me to get me out of the house, to be around people, or to find that moment of serenity or that connection time. And the more that I can hold on a second. The more that I can keep in front of it, the more it doesn't like swallow me. And I'm a big believer, like when the grief hits, I'll stop everything. I'll cry it out, let the energy flow through me. But then I don't have which tarot, the psychic tarot one. That's the only one that has a tarot. I don't have actual tarot. I don't do that method because I'm very right brained and that's a very left brained. Is this what you're referring to, the psychic tarot? Is that what you're referring to? That's the only tarot deck I have. I have I have different decks though. I have like Journey of Love and like Purpose and Archangel. I feel that it might be that deck, Archangel Oracle. Okay, so it is that one? Okay. All right, let me pull some cards for you, Robbie. So are you an artist of some kind? Do you enjoy doing something with color? Okay. I feel like you interacting with divine energy through your creativity would be really healing and helpful for you right now. All right. Okay, so okay. First one, universe. Connect to the universe during all the moments. That's what I've been doing. I'm calling my angels in when the grief gets bad. Grief has a way of clearing your conscious mind because it's so intense. And so after the worst of the moments, there's almost like an energy of spiritual connection, and there's a vibration of it that's so pure, and they're wanting you to call in your guardian angels, your highest vibration angels, and your spirit guides, and your partner, because I feel that you still have the ability to connect and communicate with him. Like he's around you all the time. I feel he sits on the bed near you. So if you feel a presence there, like, no, that's him. Third, third eye, third eye chakra. And so that's all about your intuition. So I would get a piece of clear quartz and put it right on your third eye. And I feel like you have these gifts, and I don't know if you're aware of them or not, but that this experience is actually going to, I feel it's going to enhance your gifts, like because you want to communicate with your partner so badly that it's going to allow, like the veil between you and your partner is thinner than most. So this could be a way to embrace more metaphysics or intuitive connection in your life, because you have the ability. Throat chakra. If there's anything you haven't said to your partner, say it out loud, or I feel there's energy there that it wants to come out. So write letters, but really he's there so you can communicate with him. So you may want to talk out what it is you're wanting to say, because he's right there. And love begins, and this is about love of self too. This isn't an ending. It's an ending of this physical form, but the love between you and your husband is always there. Hello, Lynn, welcome. So know that it's not an ending to the love. It's just he's not here in physical form, and that you will be able to love again. It just won't be right this second. It's going to be a process of with the grief. Like it's almost like going to be just like a walk. Oh, that's so awesome! You've been writing them every day. You may want to read the letters out loud, because I feel the energy is here and it wants to move. And so that can be helpful. I know when I lost my first real heartbreak, I would write letters, and I would read them out loud so I could feel it and cry it out more, because I felt like with you there's stuck energy. So you possibly writing out the what you're writing or saying it out loud could be extra helpful. And your power card. So it says recognition and reward. And so when I touch this card, they're wanting to acknowledge, like, you are doing as best you can, like you're doing good. I feel like your mind is beating you up around your process with this somehow. They're wanting to say, hey, you're doing the best you can with what's going on here. You know what I mean? So cut yourself some slack, be gentle with yourself, and do whatever it takes to put one foot in front of the other. You have to keep in motion on some level. Not saying don't feel it and honor it, but I know for me, I can get stuck in that grief energy so fast. And they're just wanting you to be extra aware that doesn't happen, because that it's so heavy grief, and it can really paralyze us in a lot of ways. And so they're wanting you to not get paralyzed, even if it's 5 minutes at a time. Now, sometimes that's what I got to do. I mean, it's gotten a little bit better, but the last couple of weeks have been really hard weeks. And it's 7 months out, and so know that I'm praying for you. The Unity of Gulfport's a great community to just come and be. I'd love to meet you too. The Mind Body Spirit Expo is the 6th, August 6th at the Gulfport Casino. And I also do my, I'm there sometimes at service at 10:30 a.m. and on Sundays. And then I do my spiritual exercise class, which is kind of like a combination between yoga, stabilization exercises, and kickboxing, because we do cardio in the middle. So it's gentle on the joints. 7 a.m. on Gulfport Beach, in front of the little playground. So anyway, you're welcome, Robbie. Many blessings on your journey. I'm so sorry for your loss. I know, I understand. So many blessings. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Okay, who's next? Dee, are you here? I don't know if if you left, because I didn't get you fast enough. You were next, though. So, Dee, are you here? I think we lost Dee. Okay, who's next? Who's next? What time is it? We're at 54 minutes of the time. Yay! Okay, all right, Dee. Which deck would you like? We got Psychic Tarot. We got Angels and Angels and Angels and Ancestors is the deck you got me. If Sacred Earth Oracle, I could always just pick you one as well. Archangel Oracle. I'm going to pull for myself from this deck. We have Life Purpose cards. We have Shamanic Medicine, Moonology, Journey of Love cards, and that's it. Is there one that Jennifer? I believe is that D? Is that D? D, is that you? Let me look on the thing. Okay, so the Journey of Love cards. Okay. So I'm hearing 3 cards. These are very abstract, these cards, so they're a little bit harder to read, but I like the front of them. I'm audibly hearing that it's not time for you to be in a relationship. So this is the card, though. I love the swirl of the cards. These are very abstract. I really like the book of these cards. So you might want to get these cards because the book is really interesting. It has like the description, and then it has a poem. Who is that? Hold on a second. Ask an Angel. Do I have that deck? Are you referring to the when you say Ask an Angel, what are you referring to? Am I missing? Am I missing something? Like Ask an Angel? Like one of your angels, or like like is there a deck that I'm missing that you wanted? Anyway, let me know. Okay, to when you say Ask an Angel, what are you referring to? Okay, let's see. Ask an Angel. Okay, so I'm pulling up from the. Okay, so I'm hearing 3 cards, but before I pull these cards, they're saying now is not the time. I'm just telling you, like that's very loudly. I'm hearing that, but let's pull from cards too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 17. Ask an Angel. I don't know. I hope I'm not missing any. This is the one you wanted. All right. And I'm also going to pull one from here. Oh. Ooh, I'm tired. I was up early, 4:45 this morning. I was like, should I get up? And I laid with the cat. My cat's so funny. Like, if I'm not cuddling her and she wants cuddles, she'll be like, meow, get over here and cuddle me. She's 22. Okay, so I'm hearing 1 and 6. 6. Let's see. Okay, so this card is space between words. What is the universe really telling you? So many years ago, there are many things that I wanted to will in my life. And so I would try to make things happen. And it never served my highest good. One of the most wise spiritual tools that I developed over time was observing the universe, like developing a dance with the universe. Because previous to me losing everything, because I had to lose everything to get willing to listen, right? I lost all my houses and everything, had to claim bankruptcy, and it was the worst bottom of my life. But they're saying like the space between the words, they're wanting you to pay more attention to what the universe is telling you. And so, because if you're in a place of, there's a great, if you're in a place of willing things, trying to make them happen, it can be a lot of wasted energy because the universe will always win. So, for me, I can get really stuck in a mindset that I should be in a different place, different time, doing something different. Nope. The universe wants me right here doing what I'm doing now. And so they're wanting you to pay more attention to what the universe is wanting for you instead of you trying to expend so much energy making it happen. There is a saying in 12-step recovery, and that says, it goes, a self will run riot. And that's when we as people try so hard to make. Hi, Cindy. Yes, definitely. I'll get to you. A lot of people here tonight. I'm grateful. Yes, I'll make sure I get you, Cindy. So that idea of trying to make things happen can waste a lot of our energy, can frustrate us, can get us off in the wrong direction. It ultimately doesn't serve our highest and best good. And I keep pulling cards on my own card pulls that basically state that I'm in a period of rest, recalibration, and creativity rather than full on launching, right? And of course, I don't want to be in this place of rest, and which of course is the best place for me at the moment. I want to be out launching all my vision and out overdoing, right? And so it's that concept is, what is the universe most wanting for you, D? And because the universe will always give you clues. I know you just moved to this area, you've done a great job getting settled and a lot of different things, but they're wanting you to ask the universe more like, what am I supposed to be doing now? Because I know you picked the romance deck, but I am not hearing that now is the time to get into a relationship. It's just the timing, the energy. When I tap in, I'm hearing a no, it's not time right now. And so usually that means if I ever get that signal, which I'm in that signal now, they're like, nope, it's not time right now in any which way. And I'm now strong enough to honor that process and honor my own grief with these two great losses that I've walked through, to really know now is not the time. Now is the time for alignment and spiritual grounding and connection and reaching for new tools and friends and all of the creativity and but not trying to draw in my next partner. So they're wanting you to honor more of what the universe is. And then the next card is contemplation. They're wanting you to go deeper in your emotional spiritual work. I don't know if you journal. I don't know if you've thought about getting a mentor or a counselor or a coach. I'm a big believer in all of those things. I certainly would not be where I am today in any which way had I not had all of them, throughout almost my entire life. That was one thing. One of the good things I've done in my life is really seek out people that are wiser than me to learn from in all the life areas, because I really didn't have parents that really could guide me in some ways. And so that was one of the things that, thank goodness, I still do that in many ways. I always seek out people that I know are wiser and more involved in certain niche areas so that I can learn from them rather than trying to figure out everything on my own. So I feel they're wanting you to go deeper because there are with others. I don't know what tools you're drawn to. I'm a big believer in 12-step recovery. There are all kinds of programs for everything. That's the best thing I've ever done in my life was 12-step recovery. But they're wanting you to go deeper because I feel there's stuff deeper that is still hurting your heart and pulling down your vibration, that's making you sad, your heart's sad, and they're wanting you to clear it, but you can't do it alone is what I'm hearing. So the next one is breathe. So they're saying to read it, so I'm going to read it out loud. It says, I like the little guy. Look at his little eyes. He has little kind angel eyes. Take several deep, this would be the kind of guy that I would go for in my early 20s, like the real sensitive type. Thank God I figured out I was gay. Oh my God. But yeah, this like the kind, gentle. Okay, so it says take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. But I feel like you're a very mental being. You're very, from what I've observed of you, you're very smart. You have a very strong mind. But when we're doing this type of deep soul work and emotional spiritual work, our mind can keep us in lockdown. And so they're wanting you to step beyond your mind. Of course, meditation is one of the awesome beginning tools to learn how to do that. But sometimes people will use it as a spiritual bypass rather than really getting into the muck of the emotional stuff. And so I feel like this period, I feel like you're not going to draw in the person that you're most wanting until you do the sacred soul, emotion, spiritual work. And so I know some great people in this area if you're looking for people to work with you in this area, excuse me. But But yeah, I just feel like meditation is only the first level. They're wanting you to go deeper because whatever their hurt is in your heart and around your heart, it's blocking your future partner. The vibration of it is blocking. And so they're wanting you to really get in the muck of it, to feel it, release it, and clear it. And so I know in 12-step recovery, there's the process of doing the steps. I'm actually doing this process now. My sponsor's like 78. She's fabulous. Oh, you met her actually. And so doing the steps is a fabulous way to look at our life patterns so that we can, and it's just writing exercises, it's answering questions and going through the process. But it's a fabulous way of understanding our emotions, our emotional rhythms, how our emotions impact our current life from our past trauma or neglect or abandonment, whatever it might be. It's a fabulous tool. It's the best thing I've ever done with 12-step recovery. But anyway, they're wanting you to go deeper. That's the message. And to breathe and connect more, but don't just use the mental spiritual tools. They're saying that if you do that, you're going to get stuck and you'll never access the energy you need to clear. Earth Angel is about you connecting to the earth, getting in the water more, getting out under the air, under the sun. Do it every day. They're wanting you to connect more. But don't just stop there. There's more work that you're needing to do, what I'm audibly hearing. If you try to find a female, it's just going to block you. It's just going to scramble you and delay you longer. And it's not going to work out, they're saying. Not the way you're wanting it to. You're wanting like a partner. And they're saying they're not quite yet ready from a heart-based vibration level. And if you try now, it'll be like, not a disaster, but kind of. That's what I'm hearing audibly. Okay, the last card is your power card. It says, comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So I feel this is a heart healing time. I don't know if you realize that. They're saying this is prime, almost energetically, for your heart to heal. And so to really look at different tools. I am such a believer of doing this. I'm so heart-based that if I didn't prioritize my own heart healing first above anything else, I don't think I would be, I don't know where I would be in my life. Like, I'm so emotionally based. And so they're wanting you to really look, to seek out other tools that you gravitate to in this area, because I feel like it's the energy, the lower vibration energy around your heart is messing with your ability to embrace the joy that you really can in this lifetime, if that makes sense. So, so yes. So yeah, that's great. And to use your intuition, that's awesome that you hear the universe a lot. They want you to write it down because you are so cerebral. It'll help your brain to read the words. And so they're wanting you to, when you hear whatever the messages are, to write it so that you have a document. Because I feel like your mind is really like, it needs that extra visualness and that concreteness of the writing down. So, okay. I hope that's helpful, Dee. Thank you for being here tonight. Jennifer, are you still here? Cindy, you're after Jennifer. Jennifer Kaufman, are you still here? Cindy, are you here? Cindy, I'm not sure if you're still on. If you're here, please let me know. What does okay, that's your question. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Dee. Okay, so that's your question. Is there a deck that you feel drawn to, Cindy? So we have Journey of Love deck, Sacred Earth Oracle. We have Shamanic Medicine. I'm hearing that you're supposed to pick the deck, or I would pick it for you. Shamanic Medicine, Moonology. Hi, Jennifer. You'll be after Cindy. I just started with her. We have Angels and Ancestors. Cindy, the Oracle. Which one? They're all named Oracle. So you got to give me more than Oracle. Which one? The Psychic Tarot. Which one? Which Oracle one? What color was it? Do you know? Oh. Let's see. Do we know which one, Cindy? Which Oracle one was it? We got the There's Shamanic Medicine Oracle, Moonology Oracle. We have the Psychic Tarot one, the Sacred one. Okay, Sacred one. Is it this one? I'm not auditory, so is it the blue one? Okay. I'm assuming it's this one. This is my new card. It's the Shamanic one. Okay. I'll pull one from the blue one, and then one from the shaman, or some. I'll do primarily from the shamanic, and then I'll do a couple from the. I'm assuming it's this one too. All right. So when you asked that question, Cindy, the image that I got was you writing. Okay, and so I asked for clarity around that image before we pull cards. And they're showing me you like sitting in meditation and you asking, where does my heart most want to serve? Because I know you love to be in service and you put your whole heart into it. And they're saying like basically like asking your angels and your spirit guides, where would my heart most want to serve? Like what type of service would most bring my heart joy? And then whenever you hear to write down what it is that you are getting intuitively. I also feel they're showing me that that your chakras, the balancing of your chakras greatly impacts your intuitive connection. So if you're feeling ungrounded or your intuition isn't coming or you're feeling off in that way, like you can muscle test your chakras. If you don't know how to do that, find me at church and I can show you. And they're wanting you to make sure on a more of a regular basis that your chakras are in alignment, or and it's not that hard to do. It takes only like half a minute. And so they're wanting you to be more conscientious of your chakra alignment because it's impacting your ability to intuitively connect. That's the first thing I'm getting, just intuitively. And so I feel also that there's some mental debris that's in the front part of your mind that is preventing you from getting clear about your area of service. And so I'm asking, how can you clear that area? So I'm seeing meditation. I'm seeing you outside in your backyard, like breathing in the sky. What else? I'm seeing you almost in the ocean or near the ocean, the waves of it. And I don't feel it's on a boat. It's you at the ocean. What else? But it's heavy. I feel like either your mind is thinking too much, or it's something you're worried about. But I think it's like almost like an overthinking or over. So when I'm like that, I like, how do I get myself into my body instead of my brain? And so I feel like yoga, even like simple little yoga. I'm not good at yoga, but even just trying to balance on one leg, like simple yoga stuff can help. Because I feel like if you did some brain balance, just simple brain wellness type balancing stuff, that would help. Essential oil, that would help calm that a little bit of that overactivity. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see what the cards say. See anything else? Epsom salt baths are good for clearing the chakra in your auric field. Tones. I'm hearing tones. On my YouTube channel under Dr. Debbie Roche DC, I have a playlist of chakras, and they're referring to those for the vibrational tones. There's one they're saying heart chakra, solar plexus, and is there one for the third eye? They're emphasizing your third eye. It's below, there's debris, energetic debris in your third eye. And also tuning forks. I don't know if you do anything with tuning forks. So I'm just starting to get into that area, but tuning forks would be helpful for clearing some of the energetic debris that's around your head and your auric field. So there's like extra kind of energetic stuff around your head that's blocking your clarity around this. So know that you can do some metaphysical, some stuff also like there's a clear quartz, but there's some type of blue. Blue is usually for the throat, but I wonder if there's a blue stone that's for the third eye. I'm not really good with the names of the crystals. I usually go more from the vibration of the stones when I'm using them on people. But okay, so there's something about the amplification of the clear quartz on your third eye, and there's some type of blue stone that's helpful for the third eye. I have some crystal books around. I'll look that up and see if I can find it for you. All right, so 1. I see a 1. I see an 8. 8. Also, they're saying that red would be helpful. So that even like if you don't have any red clothes, you can even wear like red underwear. That's what I do sometimes for the root chakra. Something about red on you, like on your body. Something even like a bracelet, but I feel it's more like clothing. So red would be extra supportive to your energetic field. So 1, 8, 19. Hold on. Also, were you close to a grandmother? I feel like you can call one of your grandmothers in to help give you clarity. I don't, or a grandmother figure in your life that has passed. There's some type of grandmother figure that's wanting to communicate with you more. Let's see, 1 second. 3 and then 26. It might not be from this lifetime. Grandmother. I feel like I don't know who that is. Hold on a second. 1 second. 1 second. Whoever said, hi Ophelia. Yes, I will get to you. It just might be a little bit. It's okay, wow, we're almost at an hour and 15 minutes. Usually I don't go this long. Okay, but I feel like that if you don't know who I'm talking about, the grandmother, it could be from, I feel she's very earth-based. So it could be from a different lifetime, but there's a grandmother-ish energy that's wanting to communicate with you, Cindy. So I almost feel like if you created like a spiritual ritual around it of just whatever, it could be simple, just lighting a candle, placing a crystal, or calling them in, or whatever it is, whatever is uniquely yours. I feel like she'll give you some great information and that you have a connection with her specifically. And so, like you can use her when you're trying to get clarity around this exact area of your spirituality. I really feel it like you're really good at the thing. I hear the words administration. So you're really good at like the details and things like that. And I wonder where you can serve with that gift that's a fit for your heart, that you feel connected, because you really have a knack for that, the paperwork and the details, which usually spiritual people don't have that gift. So that's fabulous that you have that gift. First card is Purge. When I touch the card, this is not just any like clutter, because I don't feel that you have a lot of clutter around you. It's thoughts. I feel it's more like I know for me, like I'll lug around dumb things I think about that don't serve me. And that like I'm really trying to really be extra aware of it because I've been so sensitive lately because I've been going through the grief stuff. But like they're wanting you to purge like the lower vibration thinking. That's the message that I get from that, because it's messing with your clarity and your groundedness and your sorry, I'm knocking things over. Your experience of joy and feeling connected to your own heart, your mind, because you have a brilliant mind. And so I know for me, like my mind, if I'm not giving it something to think about, it will start thinking about all kinds of negative stuff. And so I feel like they're wanting you to be extra careful of the thoughts and what the, like, are they high vibration thoughts or low vibration thoughts? Or like, are they critical and negative thoughts? Would there be against yourself or other people? Are they judgment? Are they acceptance? Like if you were to like give a word for each of your thoughts, like what would they be? And so they're just wanting you to be extra aware of the vibration of your thoughts. And sometimes like I'm just in a bad mood and I'm thinking negative all day. You know what I mean? And that's okay, but just the awareness of it. And I'm starting to, you have theoretically 17 seconds to shift a thought, right? Before it becomes a part of our vibrational pull. And so our vibrational our vibration. And so they're wanting you to just be extra careful with your thinking because you have such a strong mind. And so calling. And so they're just emphasizing, yes, you do have a calling to serve. It's about you identifying and stepping beyond your mind right now, because I feel like your mind right now is I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Then just potentially do some more meditation, or they're wanting you also. They keep emphasizing the water of the beach. I mean, you could do it out on the boat, but I don't think it's the same. I almost feel like you're, you know, like that place out in Paso Grill, all the way to the left where the rocks are with the chairs. almost like you like sitting, standing on the rock, right? Which is very earth, and you being out there and you calling in your guides or just connecting to the sky and getting out of your mind. Because I feel that I think you've, I for those of us that have used our mind to achieve a lot in our lives, it's very often difficult to step outside of its rhythms. And I feel that's what it's distracting you away from hearing about your spiritual or clarity around the exact details of your spiritual walk, because you definitely are here to serve. You're calling. It's calling you for a reason. You're absolutely right on that. But it is finding that exact niche. So my comment around that is, what brings your heart the most joy when you think about it? That's that's really how I've been making a lot of my decisions lately. Like what? Because I've been kind of living day by day because of honoring my grief process. Like really, like asking, does this decision make my heart feel like happy and joyful inside of it? That's what they're emphasizing. You tapping into how your heart feels when you think about doing this angle of the service or at this place or this way. How does it make your heart feel rather than what we think would make us happy? It's a different angle on that. Disperse. They're emphasizing like your mind is dispersing your energy. So be very extra careful. And so I forget how they use the rattle. I wish I knew more around the shamanic culture. I'm very drawn to it. I've just bought a bunch of books on it. But if you think about how they use the rattle in the shamanic culture, the sound is supposed to like clear, I believe. And I don't have a lot of information on that specific area, but from what I recall, it's clearing the space to then be able to call on the ancestors, I think. But what when I touch this card for you, your mind is blocking that clarity of the space. So whatever you feel drawn to create that space, that clear space for you, do it. I don't know. It's unique for everybody. When I'm stuck, I get into the ocean and I get under the waves and or I float in the ocean and I look up at the clouds and I call my guides in and I can hear my intuition crystal clear for in that experience. And so what is your thing that clears that garbly mental space for you? And for me, it's writing, my intuitive writing, getting in the ocean. What else? Sometimes when I'm getting into my body, if I'm able, because I have some injuries. What else do I do? Those are usually my three go-tos. So whatever that is for you, to clear the space in whatever way you can. Sometimes I can do it with music, sometimes not playing, but certain vibrational tones or some piece to the vibration that I would look deeper into. Communion, no, continuation. So they're encouraging you. Sorry, this is the medicine wheel, but the bottom word is continuation. They're saying, do not give up. Like, I'm clumsy tonight. Do not give up in this calling, even though you're frustrated and you're unclear about it. Like you're meant to do this. Continuation is they're showing me like, who I guess is it the monks that walk? It's like this is just part of your spiritual walk, this defining of where you most fit. And it's sometimes hard to figure out. It's never, I don't think, hi, thank you for saying hello. I can't see your name quite yet. But yeah, know that you are meant to serve, and there's a reason why it's called. Because the people that you're going to help a lot of people. It's just a matter of you finding that calm, peaceful place in your heart and soul. And it's that piece that's the most important. However you want to get there. And I use all different kinds of tools because I struggle. I went through some really tough stuff, developmentally as a kid. So I have to really do a lot of work in that area. So there's a lot of different tools that people can use to find that place of like peacefulness inside and here. That's priority number one. However you get there and whatever tools you use. And then from there, I feel that it'll be like a flash of insight. I'm seeing like you'll see the image or you'll hear, like you'll feel it. And so the last card is your power card. They're saying imagination. If you could serve in the highest and greatest way, what would that be? What would that make your heart like so happy? What would that niche be? And so imagination, like totally just erase all limitations, whatever it is, any limitation. What would your heart and soul most like to do in this category? And then when it comes up, feel how it feels, and if it's the right fit, then figure out how to do it, even if you don't think you're capable of it. I know for me, my brain, hey Leslie, I thought it was you. Welcome. And so no, they're encouraging you, keep on the path, focus on clearing, creating that high vibration, peaceful place here and here, and then call in your guides, and that you'll be given it. So I hope that's helpful, Cindy. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm so glad. Good. Ophelia, are you still here? Let's see, SDOC. Let's see if this Ophelia. Okay, Ophelia. And I think, okay, so Ophelia and Leslie will be my last ones because I'm way over time. And so I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay. Ophelia, I'm just going to pick a deck for time reasons. Let's see. I feel it's Moonology, so let's do that one. So, okay. Did I miss somebody? All right, Ophelia. It is almost half an hour past, but I just felt guided. Okay, Jennifer. All right. I'm going to do Ophelia because I just started hers vibrationally, and then I'll do you. I'm sorry, I forgot you. You were the person I forgot. All right, Ophelia. So I feel it's 3 cards. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17. Let's see. All right. Luck is on your side. I feel that in the next, especially a few weeks, the universe is going to really be showing up to help you out. So I know there's a lot of good momentum coming your way, Ophelia. That's good. You have such a beautiful heart. I can't imagine how you couldn't get more energy like that. But they're saying step out of your comfort zone, because there's something that you really would love to do or haven't done in a while and you're a little nervous about it. Totally do it. And me doing this intuitive live was one of those things. And so, so stepping out of your comfort zone, I feel it bring you a lot of joy. I feel it has something to do with music or creativity. You're such a bright light. I always enjoy your energy so much. So I hope you're having a wonderful week. And then this is your power card. It says, what do you need to release? So if there's something that weighing on your heart, I feel you're supposed to just let it go, hand it over to your guides. And so I really feel that the more that you're able to do that, the happier and even more joyful you will be, Ophelia. And so so I hope that was helpful. Normally I go a little longer, but I'm getting a little tired. I'm half an hour past what I normally do. So I woke up at 4:30 really late or early this morning. But I hope that's helpful. And actually I'm hearing one more. I think I'm going to pull from this deck. So let's see. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16. Compassion. This is for yourself and for other people as well. We're all human. We all do dumb stuff and say dumb stuff sometimes. And I just feel if, I don't know, you're squabbling a little bit or something, just remember we're all human and doing our best. But most importantly, to be gentle with your own heart in this process of interacting with people that might be a little gruff or whatnot. A lot of people coming on tonight. Hi, Laura. How you doing, sweetie? If you want a reading, I'll keep going. So I'm almost done, but if you'd like a reading, Laura, I totally will give you a reading. I feel actually, Laura, about 3 weeks ago, I got the message that I'm supposed to gift you with 30-minute reading. So I got that message about 3 weeks ago, and I forgot to tell you. So Laura, at any time, but we're supposed to do it in person. So I'm supposed to gift you 30 minutes. I don't know why I'm supposed to, but I heard that. And so know that whenever you want to do that, just reach out. But if you'd like a reading tonight, I'll do it. Okay, so Ophelia, yeah, so just compassion for your soul and your heart, and but also for the people that might be not so nice lately. We're all human, and just kind of chalk it up to a bad day, and the most importantly, don't internalize the energy of it. That's what they're saying about that. All right, so who I just spoke to who was it? I'm so bad with names when I'm doing this. Jennifer, you're next, and you wanted the ancestor deck, which I've managed to lose. Hold on a second. Here we go. There. No, that's not it. Let's see. What did I do with it? I can't move that far. Oh, here it is. Hiding under this deck. Okay. Let's see. Who wrote? Oh, Leslie. Okay. Okay, Leslie. Well, thank you so much for your check-in. So nice to see you. And I want to have tea or coffee or snack or whatever at Awakening Wellness. I want to look at all your art, and then I want you to show me all the nuances. I'd love to see you. And so, okay. All right, Laura, you are after Jennifer. Okay. All right, Jennifer, I'm sorry you waited so long. And let's pull some cards for you. I've been going since like 4:45 a.m. I have done so much organizing today. I am so proud of myself. I didn't even leave my house today, which is rare. I've been like an organizing fiend, which has been great because I hate to organize. And so I'm trying to clear all energetic debris. Okay. All right. Jennifer, finally, my apologies for missing you. Okay. I see you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26. Okay. Okay, Laura. It says harness. Okay, the first, it says High Priestess. Harness mystic power. So the message on this card is the more that that you connect to metaphysical, not weird woohoo spiritual stuff, but kind of, you know what I mean? Like the crystals and the angels and the intuition and the auric field and all of those pieces, the chakras, the happier you'll be. It's like a part of your spiritual lineage. And so they're wanting to like encourage you to explore more, whether it be books or videos on YouTube or going to metaphysical shops. But the more that you do that, the happier that your soul will be. And I know for me, I do a lot of that, especially as I'm walking through a lot of grief over the last 6 months, that I've recommitted to my metaphysical like tools and principles more. So that's the next card. Is seer, see beyond the current situation. So I feel there might be something in front of you that may seem like a negative thing, or it may not be going the way you most want it to, but know that like to see beyond what your brain is telling you about it. And so know that, hold on a second, sometimes when stuff happens, I like to judge it, which is never the right thing to do because the universe always has my back, right? But they're wanting you to step beyond your thinking about some things. And so if you see something and you want to judge it and make it negative, say, nope, it's going to be just fine. And so, oh, my little kitty, your little pawpaws, I just heard. I have this old 22-year-old cat that I adore. Her name is Cuddles. Anyway, also known as the Queen, because she is the queen of the universe in this house. Okay, next one is Wise One. It says, grow within your current situation. So whatever it is that you're going through, know that it's for your highest and best good. There has been so much stuff in my life that looked so awful when I was walking through it and so miserable. And so know that whatever you're walking through is helping you get stronger, wiser, and more spiritually evolved. And don't forget that. Like when I know for me, I'll be grumbly, like mentally grumbly. And then ultimately, I figure out that it's for my highest and best good. So the grumbly was ridiculous. So know that whatever it is you're walking through, you're right where you're supposed to be. There's a song that I'm going to give you for homework, and it's called Exactly, and it's by Amy Steinberg, who's my all-time favorite musician. I love her music and her messages, and she's just phenomenal. And so, but it's called Exactly, and it's all about we're right where we're supposed to be right now. And so the last one is about basking in the joy and the light, and it's a bee. Bees are very sacred in my family because my mother's nickname was Honey Bee, and I became Big Bee, and then my little sister's Little Bee, and her kids are Baby Bee. So or whatever. But the message around this bee, well, bees are very busy, right? First thing is busyness. Just keep moving forward, even if it's small, even if it's just taking good care of your physical self-care or meditating more, or journaling, or connecting to, quality people, whatever it is, keep moving forward because bees are always busy, right? And so it's the busyness of taking care of the self, mind, body, spirit. But it says bask in joy and light. And so they're wanting you to look for the joyful things, even if it's hard right now. And so for me, like I find silly stuff joyful videos or silly memes on Facebook or whatever it might be, or going to the beach and watching the sunset, simple stuff. And so they're wanting you to open your eyes, your spiritual eyes, a little wider, and try to find those joyful things. And so I hope that's helpful. Who's next? So is Laura still here? Great, Leslie. I'd love to talk with you. Is Laura still here? Laura Hartman, are you here? Hello, hello. I know it's late. Yes, okay. All right. So what deck would you like? Okay, so we have Shamanic Medicine. We have the Life Purpose deck. We have the Moonology deck. Okay, awesome. We have Moonology. We have the Psychic Tarot deck. We have the Journey of Love deck. Oh. And so which one are you feel called to? And we have the Sacred Earth Oracle. The first one. It's late. Was it this one that I picked up first? Was this the first one? I think it was. I don't remember. That's how tired I am. If it's not, let me know. Was this it? Was it the shamanic? Or was it the psychic one? Yes. Okay. All right. Laura will be my last one because my brain is tired. First question is, how have you been getting your feet in the sand lately? That's what they're asking for me to ask you. Like the more that you're near the ocean with your feet in the sand, it like energetically aligns you, like your auric field and your chakras. It's like one of the best tools that you can use. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Okay. So I see an 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I see 23, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's your power card. I like these cards because of the I like the symbol. It's very grounding and earthy. Okay, the first card says journey on it. And it also says under that, it says imagination. And so you're very, very creative. I know you do a lot of awesome things out there in the world. And they're just, hold on, my kitty. No, So my kid, hold on a second. My kitty, Cuddles, I'll come pet you as soon as this is over. She doesn't. She's. I know you want me over there. What she does is she stand. She oh, good, Laura. I'm glad. Um, my old kitty will stand by her bowl and yowl until I go over there and pet her. And so, and then she gets real sad when I'm not there. So anyway, so if you hear her, that's what she's doing. So that okay. So the journey. Let me hold on a second. Um, they're wanting you to call in to expand your mind more and to ask, what other experiences am I meant to include on my walk here? Because I feel you're in certain rhythms which are they're good for you in some ways, but I feel like your mind, your energy field, your consciousness is needing an influx of new energy. And so I tend to do the same stuff all the time. And so I don't like to do new things. And so I think you probably do way more new things than I do. But they're wanting you to embrace new experiences because those experiences will bring new energy into your consciousness, and then from that energy you'll be able to express even more different types of creativity and enhance your already very your natural creative ways. But I feel like the more new experiences that you can embrace, and I don't think it's I don't think it's like fancy stuff, even like a road trip on a day. I know you do some of that with Jay and a lot of other people, but just like simple stuff of you getting out of the box and out of your normal rhythm, your normal life rhythm will greatly help you right now. Also, travel will really help you, but I don't feel it's very far, like 1 day trips or a couple of hours. But you getting out of like St. Petersburg would be greatly helpful for your energetic field and your ideas of your future creativity. Um, Medicine Shield. This I like the eagle. Like you have a really they're pressing on my solar plexus when I touch this card. So you have that strong sense of self here. Like don't forget that, and that you are very protected spiritually. So if you ever get fearful in your mind, you're really spiritually protected. You have a lot of angels around you helping you on this walk on this earth plane. Um, the next card says shaman on it, but the word says completion. And so I feel like the last almost like 10 years, it's like you're closing a karmic cycle is what I'm getting from intuitively from the card. And so you recently like closed it. So this new phase is going to be much more higher vibration and easier, if that makes sense. So you've completed like almost like a karmic chapter, so to say. And this next chapter is going to be easier, and you're going to be more easily embrace more clarity, and it's going to be higher vibration walk the next 10 years or so. They're coming back to the creativity. I want to know whatever happened to your book, because I know you were working on a book, but they're wanting you to explore different ways of expressing the creative energy through you. And so, what else? What else is it? I feel like it's beyond the book even too. I feel it's video. I feel like you have some media, like video media. I know you do a lot with TikTok, or you did before. What is it exactly? Let me ask. Hold on. It's like anything, excuse me, anything that you do where you're expressing the creative, even like drawing or even simple stuff, where you're channeling literally the energy of the divine through you, out of you in some way. But I feel you have gifts in the media realm, the video realm. What else? But that I feel like if you ever feel mentally stuck or emotionally stuck, because they're pressing on my heart a little bit, or spiritually stuck, because I feel your heart and your spirit are greatly connected, that if you recognize that you're stuck or just feeling a little muddled, do something creative and it'll unstick you, even if it's only like for 10, 15 minutes. It can be used as a tool to kind of gain greater clarity and to feel more energetically grounded and more spiritually energized. It can be like a way of increasing your vibration. I feel I'm supposed to pull one more card from you from this deck. We're gonna go to 6. Let's see, 1, 2. So it says medicine mask, but the word says authenticity. So they're wanting to just to remind you, and I'm sure you already know this, that the more real we are with the people in our lives and the more that we authentically express who we really are in like the highest percentage of authenticity that we can, the right people will always love us. I know for me, it's taken me a long time to get extremely authentic. But it's like that they're just reminding you of that. I know you do a lot of that anyway, but they're also applauding you for how authentic you have been, but they're even encouraging you to even be more authentic and real with the close people in your life, but also with yourself and the expression of yourself through your work, like the authenticity of that and the expression of that. Because I feel that you'll be able to reach more people, but more importantly, I feel that there's someone out there that needs that will be reached by your service in that area that really needs that for their heart. So I hope that's helpful, Laura. This is the longest intuitive session of Divine Insights. And so I hope that's helpful, Laura. Laura, let me know when you would like to do that 30-minute reading. I'm going to gift you. And whenever you can text me anytime. And I think I am going to go make it up to my old cat that now is sulking in my bed because I wasn't there to pet her while she was eating. I'm so glad. Yay, Laura, I'm so glad. So I am going to head off for tonight. Many blessings to everyone. So nice to connect with all of you. And I hope you have I want to pull one from Moonology for our collective. Let's see here. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our card for the week. A new romantic cycle begins. Oh, that's a good one. I'm not ready for a new relationship on any level, but it says that to clear the debris of the past around romance, and that it's setting the stage for the potential of more romantic connection for all of us. Isn't that nice to hear? I'm not ready quite yet, but when I am, it will be nice, even nicer to hear. So many blessings, much love, and I will hopefully see you next week. Take care now. Bye-bye.